right?
Yes, yes.
Are we good?
All right.
We're good.
Thank you, Mike.
All right. All right, guys.
All right, we're going to do this all over again. Sorry for the inconvenience over there, but we are live. Let us know with the ones in the chat if you can hear us. We're at Triton Fights number 13.
Yes.
Excellent fights on this card. And Jesse, take it away.
Well, we have all novice rules on the prelim card tonight, which is what we will be covering. And then the main card starts on the Bleacher Report, which the link is in the description. So make sure you guys head over there. Once these prelims are over, we're going to hand it on over to the Bleacher Report. We're really excited. We're excited to see a lot of these fights tonight. On the prelims are novice rules. We've got a lot of fighters coming in who we get to see their potential and the opportunity and see where they can possibly go in their MMA career. So
this is the MMA Holes Takeover. The prelims, Triton Fights, first time ever on YouTube that we're going to be showing fights, and this is very exciting for us. When we're done, there's 5 fights, that's 4, 5 fights on the preliminaries, and then we're going to roll you over to the Bleacher Report. Bleacher Report, there's a link in the description. It's all free. We're free, Bleacher Report's free, and shout out to Triton Fights for making this happen over here. Because
shout out to Triton Fights.
I mean, this is good stuff, right? What do you guys think? Drop some eggplants in the chat if you're having a good time. Jesse, would you drop an eggplant right now?
Absolutely. I'm always having a good time. What kind of question is that?
Wonderful, wonderful. There's no sound drop, so we're going to have to do our own sound drops. The main event of the evening is our friend Ryan Gerena. Ryan Gerena is 5-0 over here.
Yes.
This is the champ. He was on our show. He's defending his title against Ibrahim Kallie. Ibrahim Kallie is his opponent over here, and this is going to be a fantastic barn burner of a fight. Jesse, I know we've had Ryan Gerena on many of times. He's always looked poised and confident over here. Do you feel he's fighting a man that is 4-4? What can happen in this fight?
Well, listen, I gotta say, I'd be lying if I didn't have faith in Ryan Gerena. I genuinely feel that this guy has what it takes to be a professional champion. And we were talking to him a couple of days ago, and he said, you know, I've got some weight to cut. I've just got to stay focused on that. And he seemed focused. You know, he seems ready to go. And I have good faith that Ryan Gerena may take the win, but every fight, there's always that competition. So
Ryan Gerena hasn't fought in a little while, and he's taking this extremely serious. He is not playing around here, and he is the champion. So will he hold on to the belt? That's going to be the question tonight. You'll find that out on the Bleacher Report. Our main event over here is Mr. Al Pringle. We're dancing to Al Pringle right now. He's going to be fighting tonight. And listen, his record, it is what it is. He is 1-6, but the guy comes here every time and puts on a show. He's fighting a gentleman named Devin Mulberg, and that's going down as our main event, the MMA Holes main event. What could you say about Al Pringle in the cage?
Well, starting with Devin, I mean, an 0-0 fighter coming in to fight Al Pringle. Al Pringle comes, and like you said, he gives it everything that he has every single time. So, you know, I'm excited to see him fight. What I like about Al is there's never been a card that he's not on. He's constantly on every card. He's constantly willing to fight no matter what the outcome is, and just a genuine person overall. So I think that alone makes you excited to see someone like Al Pringle fight.
This here is the best amateur organization on the East Coast. And on top of that, we have a professional fight as well. Jesse, a kickboxing fight.
Yes.
What do you think about this fight over here? Ryan Castro, who is on the show as well, is fighting out of No Limit, fighting an Eric Olsen with some angry tattoos. This man, well, I don't know. I'm scared about this fight, Jesse. What could you say about that?
Well, Eric Olsen, we've seen before. This guy is a beast. He's a monster inside the cage. We watched him at the last Triton Fights event, and I gotta say, I'm impressed. I'm extremely impressed. But Ryan Castro, also an extremely excellent fighter. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to be the outcome of this one. It's hard to predict, but I'm extremely excited to see that one. And I think I can speak for the rest of the crowd. They are also extremely excited to see this one as well.
There's a reason why you tune into Triton Fights. You see them from the beginning, mature into these big organizations. Ashika Jim just went over to CES, got a big win over their first professional win. You got fighters like John Gotti going over to CES from Triton Fights.
Yes.
This is where it all starts. Triton Fights 13 is going to be another barn burner fight fight card, and I cannot wait to watch this. And we got front row seats over here, Jesse. Are you going to twerk?
No, I will not be twerking tonight. Maybe if we get a little further into the fights. But you know what? I'm just excited to see all the fights happen tonight. I'm excited to see the crowd. Every time we come here, all the seats are filled. It's always sold out. We've never seen, you know, anyone not excited to see even the prelim fights. You know, I'm excited to see the potential and see some of these fighters move up. And I think it's going to be an excellent night. I mean, I'm real excited to see what happens.
All right, let's see what's going on in the chat, Jesse. Let's see what the people are saying.
Yes.
This is live on YouTube and live on the MMAholes.com. So we're simulcasting over here from Triton Fights number 13.
Yeah.
What we got going on in that chat?
Well, we got Brian Reuter in the chat. He says, show us how close you are. Well, I don't know if we could show you with these, but we are literally
right
cage
here.
side. You could literally reach in front of you and touch it. Sega Cam
Look at
says,
that.
twerking at 50
We
likes.
got production over here, all over the place.
All officials to cage side.
All right, that's very unprofessional by us. But we're literally right by the cage. This is an unprofessional broadcast over here. So just throw some popcorn in your mouth, drink, smoke, whatever the hell you're doing over here. We're gonna have a good time. Like we said when it was muted, we are taking donations. There's gonna be no sound on the donations, or I don't even know. Maybe there is sound now. We have no idea, but donations are on. If you want to interrupt the show, you know where it's at. Link in the description. Let's get this party started, Jess.
All right, so let's go through the preliminary card here. We're gonna tell you a couple of fights that are gonna be on that we're gonna be covering tonight. So starting with the first fight of the night, we have Jesse Domino, who is an 0-0 fighter, fighting Aris Mustafa, also 0-0. These are novice rules. I'm excited to see this fight. We've got two fighters just coming in to the game, showing us what they've got, showing us the talent that they can bring to the table, and see if maybe they can move up to the main card one day as well.
You would think that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
here we go. Let's get started.
to the space at Westbury, and welcome to Triton Fights number 13. Brought to you by Tiger Life Energy. Also presented by UnlimitedHomesRealty.com, LI Live, Cryotherapy and Wellness, Beyond Average, Framework Design Group, and of course, Icon Kitchen and Cocktails. That's our official after party of Triton Fights number 13. That is Icon Kitchen and Cocktails. Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is sanctioned by the ISKA, your New York State Director. In attendance, Tom Sconzo. Your referees this evening, Chris Molina and Alexius Phoenix. Your judges this evening, Tom Rodriguez, Daryl Porter, and Anthony Andriaselli. And now, Westbury, are you ready for your first prelim fight of the evening? We are just filling up here, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get it kicked off. Your first bout is three 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division, novice rules. Please welcome to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, Aris Mustafa.
All right, 3-minute rounds. Aris Mustafa walking out to the cage right now. Like I said, he's an 0-0 fighter from Team Mustafa. These are novice rules, the first fight of the night.
Now, I'm curious if Mustafa is related to any of the lines from The Lion King. I'm not quite sure yet, but he looks pretty focused as he's walking into the cage right now. So, what do you think is going through his mind? The first fight of his career, the first fight on this card, big lights at the Westbury space. He's got to be ridiculously nervous, right, Jess?
Absolutely. I think any fighter coming in for the first time he's got those nerves going, you know, his heart's pumping, but at the same time, I think that can help a fighter. You know, I think that having those nerves kind of focuses them in a different way, in a way that they're not used to, and I think that gets them, you know, to have that advantage to move up.
Do you think the guy behind him works out, Jesse? What do you think? Do you think he hits the gym? Little EPO or what?
It's quite possible.
Oh, okay. All right, so here we go. Let us know in the chat right now on our website or the MMAholes.com or YouTube. Let us know what you think. Would you want to see the more MMA Holes takeover of Triton fights? Let us know right now in that chat. Remember, the main card is on Bleacher Report. That's right, Bleacher Report, link in the description. When we're done with this stream, the party keeps going. Bleacher Report, here he comes. Now, there's shin pads for these fighters over here because, listen, this is novice rules over here. You got to get started somewhere. So there will be some shin pads, no broken shins, hopefully.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Jesse Domino.
All right, Jesse Domino, age 18, 5'5", 152 pounds. He's got a 4-inch height difference from his opponent, Aris Mustafa. Also an 0-0 fighter, fighting out of Vada Kempo Karate.
All right, 5'9" versus 5'5". Two young fighters getting ready to go down here. Jesse Domino.
These are always the kinds of fights to see. The fights that are the new fighters, the younger ones, the ones who are hungry.
I saw a John Gotti donation that came in earlier over here. And what did John Gotti say, Jesse?
He says, hey, I know that area. Watch out of the POCs, if you know what I mean.
Wonderful, wonderful. Bad Company is the song. Is he Bad Company is the question. So lightweight preliminary fights, the first fight of the night. And here we go.
Aris Mustafa looking extremely focused right now.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, three-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing first the fighter on my right, fighting out of the blue corner. Standing 5'9" tall, weighing in at 154 pounds. Tonight, making his MMA debut, fighting for Longo Weidman and Team Mustafa, Queens, New York. Make some noise for Aris Anarchy Mustafa. And now his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Standing 5'5" tall, weighing in at 152 pounds. Also tonight, making his MMA debut, representing Vada Kempo Karate, Staten Island, New York. Give it up for Jesse Domino.
All right, here we go. Jesse Domino with a little smirk on his face.
Your referee when the action begins is Alexius Phoenix.
Explaining the rules, what to do, what not to do. And this fight is about to go on. All right, Jesse, you ready to kick this thing off?
I'm ready to kick this thing off. Round one starting now.
All right, here we go. This is special stuff here. MMA Rules Takeover, nice kick right off the bat.
Already knocking Domino to his booty.
Ooh, a nice right coming in by Mustafa. Domino tried to take him to the fence. Ooh, nice takedown over there. Mustafa.
Mustafa definitely holding dominance in this round.
I'm telling you, man, 0-0 fighters here. You gotta think the jitters are through the roof.
Yep, Domino's trying to roll himself out here.
Mustafa trying to keep this thing on the ground over here.
Great potential in the cage tonight.
Looks like Domino wants to kiss him in the neck a little bit. What do you think, Jesse?
I think you might be right.
Very professional broadcast here with the MMA holes. Triton fights number 13.
Couple of body shots by Domino. Domino looks like he's going to pick up Mustafa.
Do you think the triangle is going to be a go?
We'll see.
Should pull the shin guard off and beat him over the head with it. What do you think, Jesse?
Good job fighting the hands by Domino. Mustafa keeping those legs locked.
You know, when you're a young fighter here and you're, early and you're, is he going for the arm? No, still got the legs up high. You got to think, how do you keep your poise, you know? You don't want to have an adrenaline dump too early in the fight over here. You got to stay calm, cool, and collective. Domino trying to get a little ground and pound going on here.
These two are definitely bringing their skills to the table tonight. Showing what they've got. They're ready to move up.
See Brian Roger in the chance as missionary to armbar to triangle choke. So I see Brian Roger walking us through the moves here. So Mustafa on his back, trying to make it very uncomfortable for Domino.
Couple of shots to the body by Domino. It looks like Jesse's doing everything he can to try and get himself out of this hold. But Mustafa doing really well on the ground here.
Yeah, Domino is just trying to figure out what to do here, how to get things going, maybe slip into his guard or pass the legs over, who knows. But first fight for both of these two, and we're starting this off on the ground.
Good job by Jesse fighting Mustafa while he's on the ground in a position that he's clearly not in the advantage as Mustafa goes for the arm, and it looks like trying to stretch Domino out a little bit. Yep, Mustafa looks like he's
saying
trying
in the
to
chat he's
stretch
got the
that arm.
triangle, and I tell you what, Mustafa's getting a little bit more confident here. Here we go. Going for the arm. Up.
Good
And
job
right
by
to him.
Jesse
Mount.
rolling around.
There you go, sniffing the balls, Jesse. That's how it works. The old sniff the balls move by Mustafa. There you go. Round 1 over. Not bad over there from Mustafa, you know?
You know what?
Stayed very confident.
Not a bad first round either for both fighters, I think, showing a lot of their skill and potential coming in as new fighters, you know, hungry, ready to go. And I think we saw a lot more of that skill from Mustafa during this fight as he showed pure dominance.
Yeah, you get 1 round in the books. Now you go into the second one, you're like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
You know, the jitters are off. This is what it feels like to be punched. This is what it feels like to roll around on the ground. We don't know what either of those feel like, right, Jesse? Because we are just the MMA holes. But I gotta say this, it really is exciting seeing these two start their careers.
It looks like Domino's doing well in his corner, though I can't really see from Mustafa's corner.
Here's that takedown over here. And Mustafa gets it. Domino is like, okay, I'm gonna keep working over here. Staying patient and wound up getting on top. But Mustafa very active off of his back.
Getting ready to start round 2.
All right, here we go.
Domino looking to take a comeback in this round.
They are under the big lights over here, nice chandeliers. And here they go, a little action right in front of us over here.
Ooh, a nice
by
right.
Mustafa. Oh, Mustafa throwing haymakers here.
Domino getting knocked to the ground.
We got ourselves a bar fight here.
I'll tell you what.
Oh,
Mustafa showing a lot of skill in this round. Once again, once he gets Domino to the ground, you tend to see a lot more of that skill show.
Mustafa looks like he's going for the neck here. There it is. He's trying to pull onto that thing. Can he get this thing done?
He's got it locked
Domino
around.
in trouble. There might be a tap here. Can Domino slip out of this? Not under the neck, and he does.
Good job by Domino tucking that chin under.
There you go. Not bad for your first fight, huh? Staying calm, slipping right out. There we go, playing a little twister over here, and Domino, very impressive.
Both fighters' defense on the ground is very interesting to watch.
You gotta think Domino with less chest hair, he's gotta be able to get out of more submissions, right? A little more slippery.
A couple body shots by Domino, but it looks like Mustafa's gonna try and hold him down there. Keep those arms from flying.
I like how he pushes him to the middle of the mat over here, keeps him away from the cage, and Mustafa's giving up his back.
Good job by Domino turning this around in his advantage.
Domino's like, I'm gonna take your neck now. Take that. Mustafa on his knees, just kind of hanging there, just like, what do we do now?
Looks like Domino was going for that neck, but he just couldn't get it wrapped around there. Some body shots by Domino.
Mustafa wincing right now. He looks tired. He looks hurt too, right? Domino is just.
Domino keeping himself down on the ground, guarding himself so that Mustafa, so Domino
the rights coming in. Mustafa's like, I need some coffee. I need a Tiger Life right now because I'm having trouble. He is exhausted. Domino is just like, hey buddy, just let's call it quits. I'm curious why Domino, oh, a nice job, Mustafa, get back up.
Good job by Mustafa keeping himself back to the cage.
He waited, he can't even hold his arms up right now. He is shot. God, that first round really took a lot out of him.
Yeah, it really looks like Mustafa's starting to get a little exhausted here.
What's up, Kenshiro, in the chat? I see you. These two are against the fence right now. Domino trying to work him. Some rights. Mustafa's like, get away from me. Oh, the left coming in. Here we go. Mustafa's like, I didn't like that. Mustafa just wants to walk home, trying to get out of this round. He's holding onto the cage. He's exhausted. Oh, here we go. Domino with the takedown.
Very good job by Domino. Tell you what, Domino really turned it around in this round. That's the end of round 2. After seeing Mustafa on the ground in the first round, I mean, what an excellent takedown by Mustafa in that first round, but Domino really came back in the second, showing really what he has.
All right, we're going into the
it goes to
third
show
and
that
final round.
even if they
Ladies
do
and
well in the
don't
first,
forget on the
Man, let's watch
ones
this
and
again
twos
over here.
tonight, all night long. Legend of the New York scene, DJ Richie.
Here we go. Mustafa just exhausted against the cage. Domino's like, take my left, eat that. Now my right, eat that too. Eat everything. Mustafa's like, I don't like that. And man, oh man, exhausted is Mustafa.
It is all going down here tonight.
That's some bloody nose. He might give up here. I think he's not getting off the bench, guys.
Don't miss it. It's going to be hot.
Yep, that's it. The fight's over.
wow, Mustafa not getting off the stool for the third round.
Exhausted.
And
Congratulations.
the fight was called. Congratulations to Jesse Domino, who is now 1-0. Mustafa, who's 0-1 now. Unfortunately, what a tragic way to end a fight. Your first fight in MMA, and he is not getting off the stool.
Yeah, I mean, this is not how the doctor's looking at Mustafa right now. He's sitting on the bench. He is exhausted. I don't know what happened in that first round, but he did not have enough Tiger Life, clearly. But congratulations, Jesse Domino for the win.
I'll tell you what, this might be an excellent way to start off the first fight of the night, especially since we got to see the advantage that both fighters had in two different rounds. It's unfortunate that Mustafa was not able to end this fight the way most fighters would like to see their fight ended.
I mean, it's kind of disappointing, man. You know, Mustafa's still sitting there. I mean, is he tired? Is he hurt? I mean, we don't know what's going on with him right now. He is completely winded and gassed.
The doctors are checking him out. He didn't look hurt in the cage, but he is not, his face is not showing, he's actually showing a lot of agony on his face right now.
It could
still
be an
sitting
injury.
on that stool. Look at heaving over.
No, he's just exhausted. Well, listen, it was a bad night for Mustafa. Get back to the gym, jump on a treadmill. We finally found someone that Conor McGregor has more cardio than. He has sand in his vagina. That's the live chat. That was not me. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round number 2, we do have a winner by way of TKO due to his opponent not answering the bell. Your winner, Jesse Domino.
There we go. All right, Jesse Domino with a big smile on his face.
Again, Jesse Domino is now a 1-0 fighter. Congratulations to Jesse Domino taking that win on his first fight. I'm sure even for Domino's corner, it would have been a little more difficult to take, knowing that he didn't fully finish that fight.
He's picking up, I think it's his mom. He's just dragging her around the cage. There you go. Look at that. It's kind of cool, right? I'm pretty sure.
It's awesome.
His mom there as his corner lady.
It's cool to see the support that goes into these corners.
Well, listen. Mustafa's got to go back to the Lion King and get that cardio. And also chasing some prey around because that wasn't very good. But you know what? I'd probably be gassed out in the first round, too. I was exhausted watching.
Well, one thing we have to keep in mind is this is the first fight for these fighters.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next bout is three-minute rounds of the featherweight division novice rules. Please welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, Josh Cruz.
All right, here we go. The next fight, also novice rules, a featherweight prelim. Josh Cruz walking out right now. Again, this is a 145-pound fight, 3 3-minute rounds.
Oh, it's a party right now. Josh Cruz walking in. I kind of want to start dancing. Here he comes. He's got some sort of animal on his penis. It's really weird looking, but there he is. There he is. Josh Cruz making his AMI debut. And he looks focused. My man over here is like, put me in that cage.
Tell you what, it's like I said before, these fighters are hungry, especially their first fight. You know, they want to show what they've got. They want to show they have what it takes to keep moving up. Every fighter, they want to be that champion. They want to make it there. So it's excellent to see fights like this with hungry fighters.
What's up, MMA holes? We are taking over the preliminaries of Triton Fights 13. That's what you're watching right now, exclusive on the MMAholes.com and on our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, give us a sub. The main card will be on Bleacher Report for free. Link in the description. Go check it out. The after, well, the main stuff, the meat and potatoes will be over there. But what do you think, Jesse? So far, we're one fight in, and we have party music going on, man. Do you want to dance?
Sure. You know what? I always say it. I always say the first fight usually determines how the rest of the night will go. And so far, it's going well.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, is opponent fighting out of the red corner, Rinck Sharvasidze.
All right. Now, how do you say this name?
Rinck Sharvasidze, who's also an 0-0 fighter, fighting out of Discipline MMA.
That is some name he has. Rinck is what I'm going to call him. And yes, like Jesse said, they're both making their debuts to the cage. I have to say this. Every time I sit this close to the cage, it never gets old. It really never gets old. When you see these two fighters, you know, in there, putting everything on the line, it is a pleasure to watch. It really is. I mean, I have nothing but respect for these fighters. And Rinck is just staring at his opponent. He is ready to go. He is focused over here as he is eyeballing his victim.
Now let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Both of these 0-0 fighters. Rinck is 19 years old, while Josh stands at 23, 5'8" for Rinck. Josh is 5'7". 144 pounds is Rinck, while Josh stands 1 pound heavier at 145. Again, guys, this is the featherweight prelim, the second fight of the night, and I have a feeling this one is going to be a slugfest.
Only 19 years old. Man, 19 years old, Jesse. Me at 19 years old, I was playing video games and just getting into trouble. Rinck is about to get locked into a cage.
Absolutely. You got to have a lot of respect for these guys. When they get into the cage, they're putting their lives on the line here. You know, they're making decisions that a lot of people in the normal world would never do.
Thank you, Steph L, for subscribing to the MMA Holes. Appreciate it. Real with the donation says, Black Octagon with 2 virgin white boys. Thank you, Real, for the donation.
All right, guys, here we go, getting ready to start the second fight of the night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now 3 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. This is novice rules. Introducing first the fighter on my right, fighting out of the blue corner. 75'7" tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Tonight, making his MMA debut, representing EEFC North Philadelphia, PA. Make some noise for the contract killer, Josh Cruz.
All right, let us know in the chat, who do you have?
And now his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'8" tall, weighing in at 144 pounds. Also making his MMA debut, fighting out of Discipline MMA, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Rinck Sharvasidze.
Wow, Rinck is just eyeballing his opponent, and Josh Cruz looks like a Dothraki from Game of Thrones.
Is Chris Molina.
Here we go, Jesse. Who do you have in the chat? Rinck or Josh Cruz?
Here we go, round 1.
This is going to be good. I have a feeling that these two are looking for blood.
All right.
Ooh, right off the back.
Whoa,
Cruz with the
Rinck!
right. Holy crap. Cruz going for the neck.
Rinck immediately
Here it
drops
is,
Cruz,
the guillotine.
holding onto that neck as tight as he can, but it looks like...
Rinck slips out of it.
Yep, no lock.
The 19-year-old gets out of it, tries to get a little comfortable inside the guard here. But man, oh man, these two right off the bat going for it.
Incredible aggression by Rinck in the beginning of this round.
Wow, mount.
Good job by Josh Cruz spreading Rinck out right now, keeping those feet locked around his legs.
Holding on to, looks like the cage. Whoa. Oh, the ref is stopping this over here. It looks like some tomfoolery going on here. A little bit of a warning.
Not sure what that warning was for.
Oh,
Josh
Rinck.
Cruz.
Whoa, these two are like rock'em sock'em robots. Middle
Josh
of the
Cruz
cage.
holding on to Rinck as Rinck is in Cruz's guard. Cruz keeps those legs locked around Rinck. It looks like Rinck is going to try and stand up here or push Cruz's legs off.
It's a fiery first round so far.
Some
really
nice
enjoying
shots
this.
to the body.
Yeah, the body shots by Cruz. Oh, now here we go. Slips the legs over slickly. Josh Cruz trying to get cozy over here on top. But, oh, reverses. Tourniquet's like, no, I'm going to get on top now. Good stuff on the ground.
Tourniquet holding on to Cruz, scooting
Another
himself
mount.
back to the cage.
This is a good one here. This is a good fight. Tourniquet trying to suffocate his opponent over here. Or maybe he's breastfeeding him.
Good job by Cruz with the body shots.
Tourniquet rocking the red gloves on top, doing work. Looking very slick for a 19-year-old over here. Man, oh man, very poised, huh? Sitting on top. Cruz in trouble over here. Tourniquet, oh, with some body shots again. Here we go.
Both fighters very good on the ground, but it looks like Tourniquet is holding a lot more dominance in this round.
Both fighters looking for their first amateur win over here, and they are leaving it all in the cage. Cruz trying to get up here, and Tourniquet's not letting him have it. Up, slips out of it, back door. Here comes Cruz, side control, mounts. This is like a video game right here.
Wow.
This is like playing a video game, watching these two go back and forth. Tourniquet getting dragged over to his corner. Cruz sits down. Jesse, what do you think about that first?
What an excellent first round. We got to see both fighters start off the round immediately with that slugfest. I mean, seeing both fighters drop at different times, you don't see that often in the beginning of the first round. So
thank you, Henry Solstice,
take
for
a
the
look at
donation.
this recap over here. Tourniquet dragging Cruz to the ground. Both fighters excellent on the ground, but I'll tell you what, Tourniquet looking focused, Cruz looking focused. They don't look like they're ready to give up yet.
Tourniquet's got crazy eyes, man. They're looking at him. They're giving him some advice. They're like, stay focused. I can't wait to see this second round over here. Henry Solstice saying, one of the best shows. You are wonderful, wonderful. And thank you to the 106 watching on YouTube. Appreciate you joining us. This is the preliminaries, the MMAHoles.com YouTube takeover, Triton Fights 13. Oh, a nice left by Cruz.
Both fighters already hunting.
You know, with this Dothraki in the cage, you would think a dragon's gonna fly by. Look at these two throwing.
Tourniquet's got those eyes focused, completely fixed on Cruz right now. Good head movement by Tourniquet.
Letting the gloves fly here in the second round. Cruz, oh! Cruz with the right. Tourniquet shakes it off, but that had to hurt.
You can see the power behind the striking here for both fighters, but it looks like Cruz is taking that dominance. He's not going to put himself in the same position he was in last time. Nice leg kick by Tourniquet.
Tourniquet trying to chop down the legs, but Cruz looks a lot more focused in this round.
Yeah, very focused.
Keeping it on the feet here as he is landing. The gloves are finding a home on Tourniquet. Body shot right, and man, oh man, someone's going to get knocked out here if it stays like this against the fence.
Cruz holding Tourniquet in that clinch. Underhooks by Cruz. Knee to the body. Tell you what, Cruz is doing a much better job in this round keeping that upper hand, holding that dominance and not letting Tourniquet get him to the ground like he did last time. But it looks like Tourniquet is looking for any advantage he can get right now.
Spins him around. Oh, they're dancing here. Nice knee to the body, but Cruz pushing him to the fence.
Couple knees to the body by Tourniquet.
So far, so good here. Triton Fights number 13. Always a pleasure going to these events at the Space in Westbury. And man, oh man, Cruz landed. Tourniquet looking concerned here as Cruz is finding a home for the fist again.
You
Back
can
to the
see
middle of
the
the cage.
corners yelling at both Tourniquet and Cruz, trying to get them to get that advantage. It looks like Tornique's starting to get a little tired here, but Cruz is not letting up. He's going to stay focused. He's going to keep moving forward.
Oh, that right.
These
A
two
left
are
by Cruz.
having a slugfest over here.
Tornique's mouth is dropping, the hands drop down, looking him in the eyes. Oof, the left by Tornique.
Cruz just nods it off. Okay, we're going to keep moving forward.
Got some action in front of us over here, and Tornique looks like he's getting tired. Oh, the right.
Nice kicks to the body by Tornique. Knees to the body. Tornique's going to keep working that body. If he can't get Cruz to the ground, he's just going to keep working that body.
Like what Cruz is doing over here, he's just putting the weight on him, just trying
Looks
to
like
tire him out some more with the underhook. Cruz is trying to regroup a little bit.
It looks like we've got some fingers in the fence here.
Yeah, good job by the ref.
Yep, good
breaking
job.
that up.
Caught those fingers.
They
Both
are
fighters,
both tired.
Yep, starting to look a little gassed out here.
Here we go again, amateur fights going down here. This is the preliminaries. The main card is on the Bleacher Report, link in the description. Jesse, what do you think about round 2?
You know what, I just saw these two, and they have a lot of respect between each other. If you just saw in the cage here, right when that round was called, these two went head to head, and they had a few words. I'm not really sure what they said, but it looked like they were just exchanging their respect. Both fighters, excellent fighters. I have a feeling we're going to see these guys moving up pretty quickly in Triton fights and in their MMA careers.
Jessica G wants you to stop hitting the haymaker button. Well, they are throwing bombs, so they're letting them fly. A lot of haymakers tonight on Triton fights. Here's the replay over here, and look at these two. Just throwing them.
Now you can see the power behind Cruz when he comes back in the second round. The power behind his striking is impeccable.
I feel we got a split fight going into the third.
Absolutely.
It's a good one. Both fighters off the stools. And here we go. Who's going to get this one? Let us know in the chat what you think.
Both fighters looking a little tired now, but still have that death in their eyes.
Here we go. They touch gloves, show some respect, and man, oh man, Tornique looks exhausted. Both fighters exhausted.
A lot of caution here, kind of feeling each other out a little more, being a little more respectful of each other's power.
You can hear the crowd right now. They are really getting into this as it's all on the line in the third round here. Both fighters are fighting for their first win. Who's going to get it, Jess?
Tornique's chopping at that body while Cruz just goes for those strikes.
Oh, the left by Cruz. Cruz is throwing everything.
Good head movement by Cruz. Tornique looking a little tired here.
Cruz tries to come in with a couple of jabs. Tornique steps back. The space is pumping here, huh? This early in the fight card, they're pretty loud over here. Shout out to the crowd. There we go, Cruz.
Nice trip by Cruz.
Now that was huge.
Cruz
Huge takedown.
Holding Tornique in that half guard.
When it comes down to this round, right? It looks like we have a split fight over here. Big, big takedown. And
Good job
Tornique in trouble.
Good job by Cruz holding on to Tornique. Tornique has his right arm wrapped around Cruz. Those body shots by Cruz. Looks like Cruz is going to lock his feet into Tornique's legs and try to stretch him out here.
This is what it's coming down to, cardio once again, right? Tornique looking more and more tired as this fight progresses. And now you got Cruz on top. Tornique in a very, I don't want to say it, poop emoji position right now as he's eating body shots.
Incredible body shots at that. I mean, if you guys could hear the power behind some of these shots. It looks
now,
like
you can see here with these fighters, right? This is their first fight ever. There's a lot of things that you can see that they can do better, right? But it's interesting to see how fighters just get in the cage and just try to get their first win. You know, it just becomes a brawl.
Tornique is holding onto Cruz's neck, but Cruz looks like he's trying to push Tornique's arm off and slip himself out, and successfully does so. But
I think it was the shorts, Jesse. I think it's the animal on the penis that's giving Cruz the power.
Maybe. It doesn't last long, though, as Tornique wraps his arm right back around Cruz's neck. But those body shots have got to be doing more damage than good for Tornique, as Tornique tries to inch himself back a little bit at a time to that cage.
In the chat right now, the live chat, the YouTube chat, drop a wonderful, wonderful if you're enjoying Triton Fights number 13 with the MMA Holes Takeover. Oh, is he going for a finish here? Nope, still on top over here is Cruz, and it looks like he's gonna cruise to a win.
Wow, excellent round for Cruz, holding the dominance there, keeping Tornique in the vulnerable position. I gotta say, this fight, they just keep getting better and better every time a new one comes in. Lots of respect between the fighters as well.
They're hugging, they're gonna go have a beer now, maybe smoke some pot, do a line of coke, who knows? But good job by both of these fighters making their debuts. And here's the Tiger Life. Here they come, the ladies of Tiger Life are prancing around the cage, Jesse, and having a front row seat. What do you think? All right, who do you think? Do you think that Tornique gets the win here, or is it Cruz? I mean,
it looks to me like this, if we look at this replay here, where Tornique is dropping those shots on Cruz, and then we look at this strip almost, where he brings Tornique down. Right here, he wraps his leg around, trips, brings Tornique back, and that's where he dominates the rest of the round. So I would definitely say that if we went split decision, it would definitely be in Cruz's favor.
Yeah, both fighters putting their arms in the air, and congratulations to both of them because they left it all in the cage. Even though it was a decision, it was a fun one to watch. In the chat, they're saying Cruz dominated that last round. Let's see the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we read the decision, make noise for both fighters going the distance for you tonight. We go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. All three judges scored the same, 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the blue corner, the contract killer, Josh Cruz.
Nice job by the Dothraki over here, Jesse. Khaleesi will be proud.
All right, there you have it. Josh Cruz is now a 1-0 fighter, winning by unanimous decision against his opponent, Tornique Sharvasidze, who is now 0-1, unfortunately. But as we all know, he's a new, fresh fighter who still has plenty of room to grow and to hone his skills and become one of the best fighters down the road.
Now at the top of this card, on the Bleacher Report, that's where the main card's gonna be. Ryan Gerena will be fighting Ibrahim Kallie. That's right, there's a pro kickboxing fight as well. Ryan Castro versus Eric Olsen, and Dylan Mantello for the lightweight title versus Jaquan Wilder. Keep an eye on those two over there. I mean, some big stuff. Next fight coming up, Jesse. You pumped up for the big boys?
Yeah, we have a light heavyweight, 205 pounds, 3 3-minute rounds. Nick Carlson, who is an 0-0 fighter, versus Edwin Rodriguez, fighting out of Muay Thai Kung Fu of Connecticut. Carlson fights out of No Limits KB. Like I said, this is a light heavyweight.
All right, let's keep it rolling here. Next fight, 3 3-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. This will be novice rules. Please welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, Edwin Rodriguez.
All right, Muay Thai Kung Fu of Connecticut. Edwin Rodriguez, both fighters, once again, trying to get their first win. 112 watching, thank you for joining us at Triton Fights number 13. This is the MMA Holes Takeover. If you haven't subscribed, give us a sub over here on the YouTube channel. Check out our website, themmaholes.com.
Now these are some bigger boys coming in here. What do you think? You excited to see how this fight goes in comparison to our last few fights?
I tell you what, this is not going to a decision. I feel that these two are going to go in there and take each other's heads off. That's what I'm going with. We got 50 likes. Thank you for liking the video. Muchas gracias.
These are novice rules. Once again, all of our prelim fights will be novice rules, so they will be wearing shin pads throughout the process of these fights, but always entertaining to watch nonetheless.
Here we go.
Edwin Rodriguez, an 0-0 fighter, walking into the cage right now. And like we said, these are some big boys. We got a light heavyweight fight going on over here. And he looks ready.
Another nice little crowd
And
here.
his opponent fighting out of the red corner, Nick Carlson.
I'm down with this walkout song, Jesse. You know why, right? Walking into El Chapo. Didn't work for McGregor, but will it work for Nick Carlson? What do you think, Jesse?
Nick Carlson has that fight look in his eyes. He looks ready to go.
This song cursed McGregor, UFC 196, but can it curse Nick Carlson or bring him luck? The tail of the tape.
We have Nick Carlson and Edwin Rodriguez, both 0-0 fighters. Nick Carlson is only a mere 21 years old. Rodriguez 39, 5'10" for Carlson, while Rodriguez stands 1 inch shorter at 5'9". Carlson is 205 pounds, as Edwin Rodriguez stands at 195. So we have a 10-pound advantage for Carlson, or we could say disadvantage, depending on the fight. So this is going to be an excellent fight, I think.
Edwin, at 39 years old, making his amateur debut. It is never too late to chase your dreams, Jesse. Never too late.
Never too late. All the way up.
114 people hanging with the boys.
Here we go. Carlson walking into the cage, strutting around right now. And Rodriguez eyeing down his opponent. No fear in Rodriguez's eyes at the moment.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, 3-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Introducing first the fighter on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'9" tall, weighing in at 198 pounds. Tonight, making his debut, representing Muay Thai Kung Fu, Hamden, Connecticut. Make some noise for Edwin Monstro Rodriguez. And now his opponent, standing across the cage, fighting out of the right corner, standing 5'10" tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Also making his MMA debut, representing No Limit Kickboxing, Middle Island, New York. Make some noise for Nick Carlson.
All right, Nick Carlson, the younger of the two, against a 39-year-old.
Your referee when the cage door closes, Alexius Phoenix.
These are two big boys here getting ready to go at it, and I have a feeling we have a fight ahead of us.
What makes you say that? Because they're in a cage with gloves?
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Here we go.
All
Which one gets the win? And right off the bat,
Rodriguez already with a slugfest.
Well, here we go. Like we predicted, these two were going to try and take each other's heads off. And this is for their first amateur win.
Carlson staying patient here with a couple of kicks to the body, but Rodriguez is just going in with those
Look
shots.
at Rodriguez, hands down, like Floyd Mayweather over here, just dancing around. And now he's greeted with a hug.
Good job by Carlson holding Rodriguez in the clinch over here. Rodriguez is back to the cage. Carlson's got those underhooks. Ref is paying attention to make sure no fingers are locked inside that cage.
And there we go, takedown.
Very good takedown. Rodriguez trying to back up to that cage, but it looks like he almost gave his back up to Carlson.
Oh, the right's coming in. And Carlson says, screw you, I'm taking you down again. Carlson holding him down to the ground, and this looks like where he wants it.
Very good
Slips
job by
over
Carlson.
the legs. Now he is mounted him.
Carlson spreading those legs out, or at least trying to spread those legs out.
And how things have changed very quickly. Rodriguez, hands down, baiting him in. Carlson says, all right, I'm just going to throw you on the floor. And there they are.
A couple of body shots by Carlson. Rodriguez doing everything he can to try and scoot himself around.
Here we go, minute 30 left in the first round here. Carlson trying to get cozy on top. He drags him away from the cage and tries to get some work done.
Looks like Rodriguez is trying to fight Carlson up a bit so that he can get a little bit of an advantage with his movement, but Carlson is just laying on him, not allowing him to move anywhere as he drops those shots to the body.
Still on the ground, both fighters over here, and Carlson is nice and cozy over here. Still sitting on that mount. Rodriguez in a little trouble, and goes for the armbar.
Wow.
There it is.
Unbelievable.
Rodriguez, though, twists out of it. Rodriguez is holding on, and Carlson says, give me that hand again.
Stretching
Carlson
that
trying
arm
to
out.
get the hand, and there it is, the finish!
Oh.
Carlson, first round finish!
Wow, unbelievable submission by Carlson. Rodriguez's arm just stretched out. And I have to give it to Rodriguez for trying to fight that armbar there in the first place, but seeing it, Carlson just take it back and stretch it out again. Unbelievable submission by Carlson.
That's what you get for showboating in the beginning of the fight. Carlson says, I'm going to take you down, I'm going to take your arm, and I'm going to finish you. Try to get the arm once, slips out, give me that thing again.
Let's watch this
Here
again.
we go.
On the ground, Carlson over Rodriguez. Rodriguez doing everything he can to fight him out, and then boom, Carlson slides right over and grabs that arm.
Rodriguez slips out of it. He's like, nah, I'm fine. And Carlson's like, give me that thing again. Give me that thing. Rips it off his socket. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Unbelievable submission by
Nice finish.
Carlson. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Here we go, the official decision over here. First time he win.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Alexius Phoenix stops his fight at 212 of round number 1. Your winner by tap out to the armbar, Nick Carlson.
What a nice win over there, huh? Nick Carlson getting it done.
Good job by Nick Carlson putting himself at a 1-0, his first MMA fight with a win. And then we've got
Right,
Edwin
here we go.
Rodriguez over here.
3 up.
Unfortunately with that loss.
I mean, 3 down over here. And it looks like El Chapo worked for my man, Nick Carlson. We have 2 more fights here on the Triton Fights preliminaries over here. The MMAholes.com. The MMA Holes on YouTube is where we're broadcasting now. And if you want to check out the main card, get yourself over to Bleacher Report. We have a link in the description. Click that thing for free. You can watch the rest of the fights over here. And we got top 3 fights are fantastic stuff. 2 title fights and a pro kickboxing fight. Jesse, can you pick a more excited fight that you, I don't know. What are you more excited about?
Honestly, it's hard to tell at this time.
Hey guys, before we get to our next fight, I want to remind you, no flash photography, especially during the fights, guys. No flash photography. It can, of course, distract the fighters, and that can cause an outcome. So no flash photography whatsoever during the fights. That being said, let's get to our next fight here at Triton Fights 13. It is 3 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division, novice rules. Please welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, Miguel Bernasek.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Miguel Bernasek, he is an 0-4 fighter. An 0-4 fighter. This is a featherweight prelim. Novice rules once again, fighting out of Fusion KB.
In the chat, no flash photography, please. I want all professionals in that chat room. What do you guys think of the fight so far? Let us know in the chat, the live chat, the MMA Holes chat.
I've got to say, Moss, incredible win so far for our last 3 fights. The doctor stoppage in the first fight, Jesse Domino, an unfortunate stoppage. He didn't get to finish that last round of his fight. Hopefully he comes back next time better than ever. The second fight by decision for Josh Cruz, a slugfest, an incredible fight to watch. And then, of course, Nick Carlson with that submission armbar against Edwin Rodriguez in our previous light heavyweight. Now we've got another featherweight coming up here. Andrew Hooper versus Miguel Bernasek.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Andrew Hooper.
Here we go. Enzo Gracie coming in.
Andrew Hooper, an 0-0 fighter, fighting out of Enzo Gracie, NYC.
Oh, he's having a party on the way in here. Making his Ami debut. Looks into the camera. He's like, I got this. Rocking his flag.
What do you think of the fight so far?
I think they are wonderful, wonderful as usual over here. I am not surprised in any way. Triton Fights always puts on a good show. And remember, these guys are just getting in there. They're just getting started here. This is the beginning of careers, and this is why you watch Triton Fights. But the big thing about Triton Fights, like we said before, is the production. There is no other AMI organization that has a production like this and a commentating team like this. I mean, listen to us. We're beautiful people and beautiful voices.
We'll be able to take a look at the tail of the tape here in a few seconds. Tell you guys a little bit more about this fight.
Heard some talking in our ear. We didn't hear that. Oh, okay, no worries. Oh. Whoops. Welcome to the MMA Holes. All right, chat room. What's going on in the chat? Let's see what's going on here. I climaxed many times to Sunny D. Most people aren't beautiful. This is internal. Kenshiro Ryu, BK Rhoda, I already, four bets going on with Cowboy and the huge parlays. Guys, in the chat, we'll be reacting tomorrow to UFC 238. So if you are not subscribed, subscribe for our live reaction of the UFC fights tomorrow. But more importantly, we are actually showing the fights for the first time, Triton Fights 13.
Again, make sure you guys check out the main card on Bleacher Report. The link is in the description below. We'll be handing it over the commentary when we get to the main card.
What other YouTube channel does this? No one does this. And in collaboration with Triton Fights, the MMA Holes are running the game here. And here we go. We got another fantastic fight about to get started.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, three 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first, the fighter on my right, fighting out of the blue corner. 75 foot 10 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Coming in with regular 0 wins and 4 defeats. Fighting for Fusion Kickboxing, Mastic Beach, New York. Makes a noise for Miguel Bernacet. And now his opponent, standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 foot 9 inches tall, weighing in at 144 pounds, making his MMA debut, representing the Renzo Gracie Academy, Brooklyn, New York. I give you the wicked Andrew Hooper.
All right, here we go, Jesse. Make sure you like this video. Drop a like, share it.
The action begins. Chris Molina.
Share away, like away, enjoy the fights, more importantly.
Here we go, getting ready to start round 1. Andrew Hooper versus Miguel Bernacet.
All right. Here we go. And we begin.
Andrew Hooper already going for that takedown. Single leg takedown by Hooper inside of Bernacet's guard.
So Hooper, first cage time over here.
Good side control by Hooper as he holds on to, wow, look at that mount. Incredible ground game by Andrew Hooper. Bernacet holding on.
Yeah, starts off pretty quick over here. Bernacet on a little bit of a skid, trying to get his first win as well here. Both fighters in the first round. And man, oh man, Hooper looks very strong on top.
Bernacet looks like he's trying to scoot himself across the mat, trying to find any advantages. He tries to buck off Hooper, but Hooper is not letting go.
It's interesting to see these young fighters pulling their opponents away from the cage. Oh, here we go.
Bernacet takes top position. Rolling around as it looks like Bernacet's trying to drop a couple shots to the body, but just can't find that sweet spot. And a tap.
Oh!
Was that a tap?
Yeah, it looks like a tap. Whoa, just like that. Wow, that's it. Made quick work over here. Man, that's what it looked like. Wow.
So we got a tap.
We're gonna get the official decision over here, but that was odd.
It's so
Quick
funny
tap.
to hear
Got the
everyone
legs up
around
high.
you
It looked like a triangle. We'll see. We'll find out for sure what the official submission was. But from where we were sitting, it was just like, I don't want to fight anymore. Brian Roy goes 0-5. Let's watch this again, the replay over here. Looks like a triangle from this angle.
Yep,
you go,
Tough to
Hooper.
see. Yep.
Gets his first win, and yeah,
Wow.
0-5.
Good job by Hooper. So Bernasset is an 0-4 fighter, now 0-5. Unfortunately, keeps racking up those losses, which is unfortunate to see, but good job. Congratulations to Andrew Hooper, who just got his first win of his MMA career. Good respect is being shown between both fighters, and here's the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Molina stops the fight at 119, round number 1. Your winner by tap out due to triangle choke, the wicked Andrew Hooper.
There you go.
Wow.
All right, so Andrew Hooper for the win.
What an interesting fight.
Well, that's got to be discouraging for Miguel Barnes, but he lives to see another day. The Tiger Life cage girls are dancing dysfunctionally in the cage right now. Chris Machi is there as well, Jesse. What do you think about Chris Machi's suit, or suit jacket, I should say?
Chris Machi is always the best dressed at Triton fights. Also one of the best matchmakers we've seen for any of our regional organizations. Incredible.
Hey, he's got the gift of the gab. But speaking of the
go.
gift of the gab, Al Pringle versus Devin Molberg. Here we go. This is the MMA Holes main event.
All right, a welterweight fight, 170 pounds, 3 3-minute rounds. Devin Molberg fighting out of No Limits KB, an 0-0 fighter. Al Pringle, a 1-6 fighter. You've seen him before here at Triton Fights, fighting out of Team Pringle, of course. Where else would he be fighting out of? This is also novice rules. Once again, this is a welterweight bout. Devin Molberg versus Al Pringle.
Guys, don't forget the official after party for Triton Fights number 13 is going to be at the Icon Kitchen and Cocktails. That's where it all goes down. You can hang out with the fighters, hang out with the celebs. It all happens at the Icon Kitchen and Cocktails tonight. The official after party for Triton Fights 13. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your next bout. 3 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division, novice rules. Please welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, Al Pringle.
All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as Al Pringle walks to the cage here, this is our main event. The party continues on Bleacher Report. Link in the description. Go check it out for yourself right after this fight. Bleacher Report, completely free like this. If you want more of these streams, these MMA hole takeovers, make sure you share these videos, make sure you like this video, and drop a wonderful, wonderful in the chat. All right, Jesse, here we go. Al Pringle, he's on a little bit of a skid. Don't let that 1-6 record fool you. This guy here comes in swinging.
He comes back every single time, and we talk to him after his fights, and he's never discouraged, ever. I've never heard him have one negative thing to say about his fights. He's always praising his opponents. Even when he loses, he praises his opponents. So what an excellent fighter, and honestly just a very humble guy to be able to talk to and get to know.
Fun fact, I thought Jesse was going to scissor with Al Pringo's girlfriend. I mean, we went to an after party. It almost happened, almost went down. Unfortunately, it didn't. Maybe tonight, Jess. What do you say? All right, no comment. Welcome to the MMA Holes. So
Al Pringle's singing and dancing around, getting
and
himself
now, ladies and
mentally
gentlemen, his opponent
motivated.
fighting out of the ring corner, Devin Molberg.
Oh, man, here we go. The crowd with some cheering over here as Devin Molberg is about to enter the cage. Al Pringle takes a fight no matter what weight class, no matter the notice short or long. But here we go. Devin Molberg, once again, another 0-0 fighter, fighting a 1-6 fighter, Jesse. What do you think about this over here? Some experience versus someone that's just entering the cage for the first time.
Yeah, I think that, you know, given some of the unfortunate fights that we've seen from Al Pringle, this could be a good matchup for Devin Molberg, but I think that the possibility stands for either one of them. We've got a fighter who's come in and he's never really fought before. Molberg is 0-0, 32 years old. Pringle's only a year older than him. Molberg's 5'8", Pringle 5'6", both 170 pounds. So the odds are not against either of them, and they're not in favor of either of them.
All right, let's see. Who do you have in the chat? Make your predictions right now. This is the MMA Holes main event, and then we're going to move it over to the Bleacher Report. Huge fights coming up. We'll be in the building, but we'll see you on Bleacher Report after this. You ready, Jesse?
Molberg strutting around the entire cage, and I got to say, this guy looks like a beast just looking at him firsthand. Never seen him fight.
And now, ladies and
Fired up.
gentlemen, three-minute rounds in the welterweight division, novice rules. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, 75'6" tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. His record: 1 win and 6 defeats. Fighting and representing UFC Lonsdale, Philadelphia, PA. Make some noise for Same Al Pringle.
All right, there he is, Al Pringle.
And now his opponent, standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, 75'8" tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Tonight, he makes his MMA debut, representing No Limit Kickboxing, a Red Dragon, BJJ, fighting out of Bellport. Make some noise for Devin Fosho Mulper.
All right, the crowd is fired up here. Looks like Devin's rolling deep.
Your referee when the action begins, Alexius Phoenix.
Al Pringle walks up to his opponent over here. Devin looking taller, looking bigger, but size does not matter when it comes to mixed martial arts. A little respect by both fighters. Here we go. Oh man, they are fired up, Jesse. This is the MMA Holes main event. Here we go.
Al Pringle already going in, headstrong. Attempted leg kick, but Pringle catches the kick.
Here we go. Pringle wants it on the floor, and Mulberg's like, nope. Pushes him back against the fence, underhook. Pringle trying to fight him off here. Mulberg looking very strong here. Welterweight, prelim. Mulberg is a big guy, and Pringle never turns down an opportunity to fight. Mulberg going for that takedown and gets it right to mount. Oh man, Jesse, this is not good for Pringle right here. We've seen him in this situation before. Can he buck him off?
Well,
gives up his back.
Looks like Mulberg's going for Pringle's back, wrapping that arm around Pringle's neck. If Pringle keeps it tucked in, Pringle fighting that arm.
Oh, here it is. It's over, Mulberg. Oh, Pringle is arguing it, but the ref says no. Pringle throws his mouthpiece in disgust, but I think they got that one right here.
Pringle
like he was in
real
trouble.
upset, showing a visual disappointment with that call.
What do you guys think in the chat? Was that too quick? Was it not too quick? Let us know. Remember, we're going to the Bleacher Report right after this official decision. Let's watch this again. Yeah, that was a good one. I mean, this is amateur fighting over here. You live to see another day. It was quick, but I think it was right, Jess. What do you say?
You know what? I agree. I have to agree. It did look like he tapped. It's unfortunate because if he didn't, then, you know, that's just another loss on his record. But what we saw, great takedown and great defense by Mulberg.
Al Pringle's still arguing this right here, but I think they got it right. It looked like his arm was going to go limp. It looked like he was going to tap. And
so that is Devin Mulberg, his first win in his MMA record by a choke.
Well, I got to say this. The best line in the chat, someone said salty Pringle. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, remember, kids, this is the official decision right over here. If you haven't liked this video, now's the time to do it. Bleacher Report is where we're taking you.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Alexius Phoenix stops the fight. 47 seconds into round number 1. Your winner by tap out due to rear naked choke, Devin Fosho Mulberg.
All right, here we go. Devin Mulberg getting his first ever win inside the Triton Fights cage.
Good to see Pringle show that respect. Visual disappointment, but definite respect with his opponent. And that's all you can ask for in a fight like that.
All right, Jesse, I got to say this. We got to wind this thing down because we're going over to the Bleacher Report. But this was incredibly fun. I had the best time of my life ever. I have a full erection right now, and I thank you, Triton Fights, for having us here. We're going to take this over to Bleacher Report, link in the description. Make sure you subscribe to the MMA Holes. Check out the MMAholes.com. And Jesse, final thoughts.
Honestly, the fights that we have so far are great, and I know the main card's going to be incredible. We have some names on that card that we've seen before, and we're going to see them again and again, and we've got some future champs fighting tonight. So make sure you watch those fights on Bleacher Report tonight. You don't want to miss them. They're going to be excellent fights. I've had fun. The crowd sounds like they're having fun. Did you have fun, Moss?
I had a wonderful, wonderful time, Jesse. Thank you for asking.
All right.
We'll see you tomorrow for our live reaction, and we'll see you on Bleacher Report to watch the rest of these fights. Wonderful, wonderful.